Alright, welcome back to WMMA Scene Now with your host Chuck Stevenson. Today I'm going to be introducing a new segment called Retro Fight Reviews. It's basically going to be a series of videos where I review older fights. So, a couple guidelines I wrote down for myself for this segment. First up, fights have to be a minimum of 5 years old. Now I realize 5 years ago isn't that long. I mean, women were already in the UFC by then. Coming up on the 5th anniversary of Joanna Jędrzejczyk beating Carla Esparza for the strawweight title. So it doesn't seem that long ago. But, you know, I was trying to figure out what would be like a happy medium. I didn't want to go back 10 years because then that really limits the amount of fights that I could cover. So 5 is like a nice little baseline. But really, and this goes on to the next guideline, the older, more classic the fight, the better. The whole point of this is to look back at, you know, the history of women's mixed martial arts. This is kind of like a spin-off or like a tie-in to the Blast from the Past videos that I've been doing. So you'll be seeing some of the fighters that I've covered in those videos in some of the fights that I'm going to review. Third guideline I came up with, and I'm still working on this and trying to figure this one out. It'll probably take first couple videos to really figure out how I like doing it. But the videos are mostly going to be reviewed as if watching it, as if it's, excuse me. The videos will mostly be watched as if I'm watching them as a new fight. But also, you know, I might do a thing at the end where I talk about the era in which it took place and what happened to where the fighters went after that fight. So, I'm still trying to find precisely what I want to do with this. Won't know until I get a couple of these down. And then finally, and this is the most important guideline, requests are welcome. So if you have a fight, a minimum 5 years old, that you want to see a review done on, please send them, let me know. Let me know in the comments on any video, really. Just say, hey, Chuck, could you do a retro fight review for so-and-so versus so-and-so? Yeah, most likely, as long as I can find a video for it, I'll do it. Also, you can hit me up on Twitter at now WMMA. You could also go to my Instagram at LETO1776 and send me a DM. I don't really go on Instagram that much. I don't really post much on there. I mostly converted it back to a personal account, but you can still feel free to go on there. So we'll have the first retro fight review up not long after I publish this video. I watched the fight once earlier, going to watch it again, and then do the review on it. So I'm very much looking forward to doing this. I've had a mind for doing these for quite a while, and now with the coronavirus hitting and no new fights going on, I thought this would be a perfect time to introduce it and treat you guys to, you know, showing where the sport, just how far the women's divisions have come in such a short amount of time. And also, I think it's going to be very fun. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and requests. Likes, of course, are always appreciated. Hey, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, fastest growing women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. And we'll see you next time.